In this video, we are going to show an actual task being performed using the TaskAssure smartphone app. So when I start up TaskAssure, I get my login page, and because I'm configured it to remember my login, all I need to do is tap the sign in button. So this would be a list of all of my tasks, and I only have one task assigned, so I'm going to look at the details by tapping on it. So as you can see on the main details screen, it provides the information such as the description, the date and time due, the address, and warnings. I can also click on the checkpoints tab there at the bottom of the screen. You can only see part of it due to this recording. And it shows all the kinds of verification that will be performed during this task. So this is the my client that I've agreed to do the task for has asked me to be willing to be monitored for these activities or tasks. So for example, it's going to verify my identity, give me a password, make sure that I start 30 minutes before or up to 60 minutes after the due time, and so forth and so on. So let me go back to the Tasks tab, and up on the top right you see the menu button. I click that and it brings up the Task Actions menu. Here I'm able to do a variety of things, but let's look at requesting start. So in this scenario, I would have arrived at the task location, and I'm now prepared to help Mr. Doe with his walk for exercise. So I just click the request start. At this time, TaskAssure is verifying the start time and location and other information that's been requested for verification. Then it sees that everything's in line for start time and location, so now it's verifying my identity. And then I should submit my photo. It captured a photo from me. And now, because it finds that my facial characteristics matched the person that was assigned the task, so it has confirmed my identity. Then it gives us this welcome screen, basically indicating that I'm ready to go. And it's designed so that you could show the screen to the person at the front door, for example, maybe in this case Mr. Doe, and would allow him to get comfortable remind him what the task was going to be. And for example, this might have been his son or daughter arranging this service for him, for a fitness trainer to come by and help walk for exercise. The picture there would normally be the photo of the person on file. It's not the photo that we just collected during facial recognition. It's the file photo, and that's intentional, just to help ensure that the system can't be hacked or anything, and that the file photo matches the person that's standing in front of the person at the front door. Finally, you see the password that we assigned when we created the task, which is GoDad. And this would be something the family coordinated to help remind, in this case, Mr. Doe, that, for example, don't let anyone into the home or don't walk with someone unless they know this password. So now the system has closed the loop between what the family had arranged and coordinated with each other, and confirming the identity with facial recognition and the start time and the start location, and now has provided the password as the final check, so that in this case the father would be comfortable that everything is good. So the father at this point might give permission to the person to enter the house. So he'd tap permission granted. And then the task is officially started. So now, while the task is in progress, the provider, the person that's performing the activity or task, is going to be monitored. And as this screen shows, we are tracking their location, and we've asked them to collect up to 2 photos of the task. Now, in this case with, for example, walking with Dad, it's just a way to potentially help collect some photos, maybe along the way, maybe Dad standing in front of the fountain in the lake, or at the end of the trip, maybe Dad, you take a photo of him back at the front of the house. These are just ways to help the family see and confirm that, in this case, the walk had occurred. This might be something more like the photos if I'm installing a water heater, or if I'm preparing some meals for someone, then we would take photos of that work. If we're cleaning the house, we would take photos maybe before we clean and after. Mowing the lawn, all the different tasks. Obviously photos are very important. TaskAssure will, in the near future, allow us to also upload videos, voice notes, and text notes to just add to the file of all the evidence that task was performed. So at this time, for example, the walk would start, and the provider can click the sleep button on the iPhone to put it into sleep mode, and put it in his pocket or whatever, and it will continue to run in background mode. This is because we want it to keep tracking, and it will send information up to the TaskAssure services on occasion to, for example, the track. And let's, for example, take a photo and show how that works. So the camera icon on the right there with the number 0 under it, the 0 indicates we have not uploaded any photos. So at this time I'm going to go ahead and click it, and then I'll just take a photo of the screen. I'll just take a photo of my computer monitor. So I've now clicked it. It's engaged my phone camera. I'm going to take the photo. Okay. And then if I'm satisfied with the photo, I can click the Use button. If I'm not satisfied, I can click Retake. Okay. So that photo has now been uploaded to the service, and we're still marching along with the task. At any time during the task, we can click the Call Client button to initiate a call to the person that's created the task. We can also pause the task, which just stops it indefinitely, and then we can restart it later, and it'll continue tracking. However, typically what we'll do is we'll perform the task or activity, and then we'll just click Task Complete, which I've tapped now. Once we complete the task, it is removed from our tasks window. And just keep in mind, and you may be hearing the ringing tones on my other cell phone. That cell phone is the phone of the buyer that arranged the task, and he's receiving text messages as the task was performed. So he received several text messages, for example, when the task was started, when the start time was confirmed, when the start location was confirmed, when the identity of the person was confirmed. So in this case, we configured the task to receive all of those text messages. As you know, we could have received very few of them if we didn't, or none if we didn't want any text messages or emails. So that's all that is necessary for using TaskAssure to perform a task. Thank you.